Survey says, I'm Jeff Stein with today's Iowa Politics Report. The Republican National Committee has a set of minimum requirements that presidential candidates must meet in order to be on the stage for the first sanctioned debate of the season next month. Among those is standing in polls. That could be a problem for a field of more than a dozen, but not for the reasons you might think. Now, the rule is that a candidate must earn 1% in 3 polls in order to participate in the debate. But not just any poll will do. In order to count, the poll must survey at least 800 likely primary voters or caucus goers. Sounds good, but these days, with cost cutting among the media entities that typically sponsor polls, it's hard to find that large a survey that often. Politico notes that there is a 51-day pre-debate window in which those polls have to be taken in order to count. But the 51 days before that showed only 2 polls of the 70 conducted either nationally or in the first 4 states fit that required sample size. Only 2 out of 70. And there's little reason to think polls this month or next will be much different. Even a Fox News poll earlier this month, sponsored by the media outlet producing and airing next month's debate, they surveyed only 391 registered voters who said they were more likely to vote in the Republican primary or caucus in their state. That's half the party's required sample size. And Politico reports that Fox is hardly alone. Recent surveys commissioned by NBC News had 500 respondents. CNN had 561, CBS 586, and USA Today, a national survey with only 245 respondents. In response to a question from Politico, the RNC says its criteria are clear and they're confident there will be enough valid polls. Well, that's one way to limit the number of podiums needed for the debate. And that's the Iowa Politics Report for Thursday, July 13 on Twitter, Instagram, Getter, Threads, and Truth Social at Iowa Politics. I'm Jeff Stein on News Talk 1540 KXEL.